To plan Disneyland, Walt Disney long ago established a design organization called WED Enterprises. Today, the staff at WED includes designers, architects, and engineers skilled in the Disney way.
Good afternoon, everyone. Coleman here again. It is approximately Thursday, the 7th of January 2021, and it is literally just turned 3 o'clock PM Mario time. Apologies, I've already done this bit. I've already done this whole sequence already, but obviously your man here forgot to put the SD card in the camera, so that's quite funny. But again, the running theme of this series, the creative process series, is the creative process itself and the mistakes and all things you make. So there's another one for you. You'll find that this show will be constantly improving as we go along, as is the running theme of that's one of the themes of the whole thing that I want to display to the people, the creative process, the improvement of such things, etc., etc. Woke up about 2 hours ago now, relatively early for me, because I had to get up to record or stream. I just streamed on Soup Group, my other channel. Check out if you haven't subscribed already. Reacting to some Monster Hunter Rise news. And I have risen today, wow, that was terrible. I've risen today with some Monster Energy, Monster Punch, Pipeline Punch, nearly done. And just finished up that stream there, watching over Epcot once again, of course, thinking about what we're going to do for this video, because in the last two we looked at that audiobook I was working on, which, by the way, I was just doing for the video there, which of course I've got to put in the SD card, but that audiobook is now live on YouTube, uploaded, so feel free to check out. You probably may have watched it by the time I've uploaded this, but if you haven't, feel free to check out after you watch this. So what are we going to do today? Well, I was thinking, I've got some stuff still to work on for Soup Group, and I think we could possibly dive into a bit of that for a little while. I'll make it a little bit shorter than the last one. I wanted these videos to be more bite-sized little bits of the creative process, but also I got a little bit the work that I had to do in the last one. Took a little bit of a while, but we're here now, and we're going to just jump into Premiere Pro again and take a look at what we're working on. So here we are. This is one of the products I'm working on for the Soup channel right now. As you can see, as you read there, Marvel Avengers. This is part of a series that we've been doing, getting the more analytical content, speculative content about some of the series and shows and movies and franchises we love dearly. One of them being, of course, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is coming back in a week's time. We're going to be doing, I think that's starting off at WandaVision. So as you can see, if we zoom all the way out here, you can see the whole video is essentially finished. We're running the video length's about 26 minutes, including the outro. Oh, the audio's not playing. That's fantastic. That'll be why. My headphones aren't plugged in. What?
If I'm incorrect.
Why is it doing that? Don't worry, bro. Premiere has a really weird thing, at least on my computer, where the audio channels switch. So I was on my headphones from my mic, but I was playing through the monitor to the left, and now that I'm on the monitor to the left, it's playing through my headphones. I don't know why. These are the things I got to deal with. Don't know if that's an Adobe thing or a me thing, but regardless, this video is pretty much done. So how I tackled this video, how I did it last time, I was one who did the Fantastic Four video, which you've not seen yet. I don't think it's made public. But how I did that one was I basically edited it up as I went along. That's a hard word to say. In this video, we're trying to make it more appealing to the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, because any content creators out there and people who follow content creators probably know as well, because their favorite content creators probably talk about it all the time, is YouTube is very hostile towards certain, basically anything in a video that is non-advertiser friendly, and as a result of that, if the more non-advertiser friendly things that appear in your video, the less chance you have of getting exposure and all that sort of stuff. So we're really trying to grow the sub channel and get a following, so we're really trying to put all the stops we can. Obviously doing a Marvel video is quite hard because there's a lot of copyright infringement and stuff we got worried about, but we've tried censoring the videos because we swear a lot. So as you can see here, these little bits that are missing, these little gaps, these are moments of swearing. This is probably me, I swear a lot. And this little green bit, it says Stan Lee cameo, are you Tony Stank? Ending scene, because yes, we're using the word stank for our censor. At least I am anyway. It's a lot more funnier and less abrasive than the typical beep, you know, the bleep sound. Let's have a listen here.
Was the Spider-Man mentor now?
Pretty seamless. It didn't work as well as it did the first time I did it for the FF video. What I did here was I did a Tony Stank sound effect, and I basically increased the speed by a lot, and basically means you'll be able to hear the whole word, and it's still because I kept the same audio pitch, so you can make out the fact that he's saying stank, so that works out quite nicely. So basically what I did was I set up the whole beginning of the video, which is the intro, obviously, the subgroup intro. There it is there. And then it opens up with us talking away here in the typical SupSpeak setup. And then we got the Marvel Studios
This episode, the normal one.
intro background there, which keeps going, and then we fade away. We get a nice subscribe asset there. I made this, not myself, but I took a subscribe placeholder asset, and I changed the colors to subgroup colors, and then this was a green screen already as well, obviously, but changing the colors on a green screen doesn't really work because it'll change the green screen itself. However, if you do ultra key it like we showed yesterday, when you get rid of the green screen and it becomes transparent, the colors here change separately, but then that still isn't very helpful because you still need to you need a green screen so you can put it in anywhere essentially. So, and also pretty much it turns into a black screen as well, and using a black screen isn't as effective as a green screen because it becomes very messy and stuff. But I turned that into a green. It was a big process. I'll show you how I did it at one point, maybe for another creative process. But regardless, we fade away into the background, as is the case for many of the Marvel videos. And then after that, I basically just listened through the whole thing and made sure to censor any swearies. As you can see, there is a few. These little gaps are all swear words. I went through all of that, filtered through it, and now the final sweep of the video must be done. And that is basically adding images or clips from films for context. So we're going to do a few of those right now just to give you an example of how this process works. It's probably the most tedious part of these videos because you got to be listening to the whole thing, and then you go away and find context to everything that they're talking about. So this video we're talking about who could be members of the new Avengers teams, like Young Avengers and Avengers in Space, the Sword Initiative and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Still going through my monitor. The setup is very silly.
I don't know. What do you guys
It's still quite loud.
think the new Hawkeye will?
Does it feel like that's turning down because of this this monitor? You know, it's just quite irritating.
I don't know. What do you guys think the new Hawkeye will even be in the Avengers?
We'll have to deal with that as it comes, I guess. Either way, we're listening to Callum speak right now.
Avengers options like Thor and
So already, we've mentioned Thor. Now need to get a clip of Thor. So how we do that is quite simple. It's basically how we do any other kind of asset hunting. So we want to open up. Let me show you how we do that right now. So we go into Chrome here. This is my general browser. I used to use this one all the time, and then I switched to Windows Edge, and then it started being very annoying and won't let me open it, which is kind of defeats the purpose of using it. So I got Chrome again. We go into YouTube, and then we just do a bit of asset hunting right now. So we need a clip of 4. So what kind of thing would we need in regards to the context of this video? We're talking about different options of new character. I guess specifically we're looking for woman 4. I can't remember her name. Jane Foster 4, that's right. So we'll look for Jane Foster's 4. I'm gonna get a good image of her. It's only gonna be for a few seconds anyway, so we can just grab it. That one will do. So we found that, then we go to, we can't even see, we right click it and then go into save image as. And then the folder opens up. I've got a bunch of folders. I've got a hard drive and stuff, so we go to videos and images, and then we just save it, throw it in there. There it is appearing. And then we just open that up, showing folder. Go back into, you can go back to Premiere, I think, as well. We just change this back to Premiere. There we go. And then we just drop Woman 4 into our project tray, which has all our assets and stuff, and there she is right there. Just drag her over, and there she is. Right, there you go. So click on that, and then we just scale it up a little bit. And there we go, seamless.
Like 4, and I don't know. What do you guys think? The new
Hawkeye. This one's gonna be a bit difficult to think about because I don't know. Apparently, the rules have changed on who Hawkeye is going to be in the Marvel show. So let's find out if we can find an image. I know it's Kate Bishop, I know that much. Let's go to YouTube and find what we're looking for. I guess we'll look for Avengers Endgame opening scene. It's probably the way to go for that. Yeah, minute 48, that sounds good. That sounds like the one we're looking for. So we're going to use this clip here of the opening of Avengers Endgame. Very strange aspect ratio there, it's very weird. You see how that? It's like a massive rectangle. Anyway, copy that link. As you can see, I've got a bunch of bookmarked websites that I use for my content. YouTube obviously goes without saying. I use Easy MP3 Player to get MP3 assets. I use MP Gun for MP4 assets. This does a bit of both, but I feel like this one works better for MP4s. I use Google Drive just for a cloud storage system to move. Like I use different apps on my phone, like Voice Plus for voice editing and Rave for images, so I can send all these to Drive and grab them from there. We use that for Supergrip too, and Adobe Spark for thumbnails and all that sort of stuff. So we want to go to MP Gun for this one, and now we just drop the link in. This is a very handy. If you always wondered how people get their assets, this is how they get them. These websites. So you'll just take the link, paste it in. I'll search for it. There it is. Hawkeye lost his family again, and then we just go for the MP4 here. You will get a lot of random ads like that. Just ignore those, of course. Then we are downloading MP4 right now. Got about 6 megabytes, so it's going to take a few seconds. Or about approximately a minute, apparently. That's taking a very long time indeed. Okay, after that extremely long process of waiting for that to I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi thing or some files are different than others. Sometimes it usually takes a few seconds. That took at least a minute. But we've got the clip now, so we're going to drop that into my video file, into the video clips file. If I just dropped down the wrong thing. Did I? No, we're good. That's fine. Huh. Right, so we'll change back to Premiere again. There we go. Again, we just drop this video clip into our project tray. And there it is, as you can plainly see. We only need a few seconds of this clip, which is the funniest part. Gonna forward a few frames. There we go, I think that will do. Drop that there. We just need the video clip itself, don't need the audio or nothing. It's just for background context. So we make that larger. Oh yeah, here's a thing. Clicking on whatever's on the screen is not always going to be the way. As you can see here, that's not what that is. This is actually the border for, you know, our soup group border. It's still here. It's actually in the video. I've just turned down the opacity way down so you can't see it. It's basically it's not there. This is just so I don't want to remove the border right now because I might need it later. So the better thing to do is to just decrease the opacity, make it invisible. When you think you need it again, just cut wherever you need it. You know, use the cutting tool, separate the two. Just separate the two of them, and then increase the opacity. And then whenever you need it, that'll be fine. But there's no point in removing it because you might need it. So we're gonna keep it here for the time we need it. So the better thing to do is click on click on the individual block here, and then go into the effect controls, and now we can manipulate it as we please. It's gonna be a bit harder to do because the video aspect ratio was very strange.
The new Hawkeye will even be in the Avengers because Hawkeye can.
Oh, that was that random clip.
In the Avengers, because Hawkeye they kind of threw him to the wayside in the Avengers. Do you think they'll put his replacement in the new?
I don't think she'll be part of the Avengers, but
Maybe talk about this for a while.
she'll certainly be part of the Young Avengers.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Right, there we go.
Like all 6 of the original Avengers have. Pretty sure, like all.
We're gonna put another clip here. This will be the last thing for the day, I think. Just showing you a little bit of what's going on and how editing a video like this works. So one more thing I want to do. We're talking about the original Avengers now. I can think of the ideal clip we're going to use for that then. Go back to Chrome. And we're going to be looking for the iconic scene in the first Avengers where they all assemble for the first time. See if I can find it. That's Endgame, that's the original.
I don't see how.
Oh, there's the audio. It was quiet for a minute. Not like we need the audio, but that was strange. There we go. Yeah, it's the one. The classic go rounds, the circle round scene that gets everybody in it. Copy that link. We're going to be going back to MP Gun. Get rid of that link. Drop this one. Look for it. Avengers Assemble scene. Here we go. Okay, we now have our clip. We can go back to Premiere now. How I usually do it, if you're familiar with, like, you know, any kind of internet browser, I will usually come up with what's installed at the bottom of that little bar. I usually go into show and folder so I can see it and then immediately move it to where I need it to go. It's kind of obvious. So put that in the videos clips. And finally what we do it again. We just did the last 2 times. Drop the Avengers Assemble clip in there. Drop the Avengers Assemble clip in there. There we go. Go to clip, find the part we're looking for. This is pretty much exactly the bit here. See some Chitauri screaming. There we go. So I think we're cutting it here. Get rid of this scene. And get rid of it. Cut. Drop this in. The 6 Avengers here. The original 6. Just scale it up again. There's everybody.
6 of the original.
Apologies everybody, I had to change my speakers again, so it's doing that thing.
Original Avengers have got some sort of legacy character.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Getting set up right now, bro.
That's what they're pretty much set up for near enough everybody to have some sort of protege or next.
Like Cap.
Maybe want to slow this down a little bit because I want to keep this scene here for a while, but as you can see, when we move on to the next thing, I want it so that we see what's going on. So I'm going to slow down the clip a little bit. Maybe that will help. Maybe about 70.
Sort of legacy character.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting set up right now, bro.
That's what they're pretty much set up for near enough everybody to have some sort of protege or
Like
next.
Cap's passed the mantle on. Like Cap's passed. pass,
Oh, wait for you get to the right word. Next.
like caps.
And then for the next scene, we'll see like Old Man Cap pass on the shield in Endgame. But I think that's you get a good idea of what's been going on here. This is how we're editing up our soup group content, everybody. Very, very exciting indeed. I hope you enjoy this video when it comes out. So, that's another creative process, everybody. Hopefully I can make a set to what I wanted to do and make it shorter. I'm not trying to make half-hour long episodes. I'm trying to just give you brief stints, brief behind the curtain look at what's going on with videos and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully I set out to do that. But now it is approximately 3:31 PM Mario time. Another creative process video. Please enjoy it. Please enjoy any of the Marvel videos we have over at Soup Group. Please enjoy the new Claudio that's out, Kaleidoscope by Ray Bradbury. Thank you for joining, everybody. Goodbye.
To plan Disneyland, Walt Disney long ago established a design organization called WED Enterprises. Today, the staff at WED includes designers, architects, and engineers skilled in the Disney way.